Never mind.
I forgot to get my water.
That thumbnail that
we're
Winnie was
live.
featured in.
Yeah, we're live.
Wait, but I did not see the countdown. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Xbox International Podcast. Oh man, I think my echo is gone. And hey, for everybody who's been making fun of me that I have not yet moved, look at this beautiful view, guys. Look, I got my furniture finally. Yeah.
Took him 3 years to get furniture.
What do you mean 3 years, man? I had to get a real poster, man. I mean, it was all ugly and stuff.
I started your move with hair. I still had hair when you first started moving. So
really, did you really?
Because I had no kids.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. But anyways, welcome to the show, guys. Chat, hope you guys are rocking and awesome and are doing so good today, man. Did y'all see the Killer Instinct event? I sure did, and for me, it was good. I don't know, but for the other people, but yeah, I kind of liked it. But either way, though, let us start with our introductions, and let's start off with the awesome Lionel Richie wannabe Sourblow. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh man, I'm doing all right. Excited for tomorrow's trip. Gonna have to drive long hours. I don't like driving long hours, but I'm excited to be with you guys and talk some gaming before my trip.
I love long driving. Why don't you take me there? And all you gotta give me is turkey and gravy. That's all I want. Turkey and gravy, but some good gravy. I don't want, because they try to make gravy here in Dominican. It's just not, it's just not that good. It's just no. I like my mashed potatoes and gravy. That's my thing. But anyway, what's up?
Crazy. Gravy doesn't change from from country to country unless you change the recipe.
Huh?
Like what? Like what are you adding to your gravy to mess it up?
It's best he doesn't answer because he'll probably.
I want to see the recipe. Yeah, you tell me about your recipe later on because I'm curious, like what you're doing.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of gravy they do, but
it's for later. Just send me your recipe. I'm curious.
Okay, I'll send it later. But anyways, since you're talking, Mr. Cypher, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. I got to telework today, and so like when I usually take a lunch break or whatever, I was prepping Thanksgiving meals and getting ready for tomorrow because I'll be waking up bright and early, probably 4 a.m. ish tomorrow, so I can kind of finish everything off. We're hosting things up, and so I'm in full swing on cooking and meal prep right now. It's good times. It's good times. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be away from it for a minute. The in-laws showed up right as I had to jump into the show. So here I am, and I've got a little bit of time to kind of kick back before I got to jump right back into it.
All right. And the awesome man who we finally figured out what the Big Plume was doing while he was not in the episode, guys. The Big Plume was making a movie called Best Christmas Ever in Netflix. Big Plume, how are you doing today, sir? And thank you for that movie.
I think he hopped off. Maybe his internet's having an issue.
No.
But we did get the answer, crazy, of why your gravy is not tasting the right way.
Why?
Got it?
What is it?
Well, G maybe says stop putting Modelo in your gravy.
Dude,
okay, but he's joking. He's joking, but like traditionally, you could put some wine or you could put some beer into the gravy.
Oh, I did not know that.
You just have to be choosy as to what you're making, and you gotta make sure the consistency's right.
This damn cook.
Man, seriously. Man. Well, I don't know. I want some gravy, man. So tomorrow, guys, please post what you're gonna eat for Thanksgiving and torture me. You can tag me, put it on Twitter, tag me and torture me, So do it. I'll give you all permission. But either way, since Plume is gone, let's ask you all what you have been playing. Let's start with you.
How have you been doing, first of all?
Me, how I've been doing, man? Look, I'm happy, man. I finally got a place to sit my ass on. I mean, look.
Isn't that what your chair's for?
What? What'd you say?
Exactly.
Isn't that what your chair's for? You've
Wait.
had that this whole time.
But this chair's
Well,
broken.
remember,
Though.
it's not his chair though.
Oh, that's right. It's the boss's. That's right.
Yeah.
What? No, it's not.
What?
That's not her chair. This is my chair. I bought it my own damn money. It's my damn chair.
Don't let her see the video.
My chair.
Yeah.
We
have 4K receipts, homie.
Yep, we got the receipts.
Shit, I forgot this thing is recording. Damn it. Don't send this to her. That's not cool. But yeah, I finally got my furniture. I'm super happy, and hey, man, I'm sad. I wish I could have Thanksgiving, but we don't celebrate that here. And when they do celebrate it, you got to buy the turkey in the place, and they do like this 5.99 gravy. I don't know. It doesn't taste like gravy. It's weird stuff. And man, I don't know. I don't feel for it. So yes, I wish I could have my good old American.
Before you ask us crazy what we've been playing.
What's up?
I don't know if you saw. I did a small little poll, and it looks like our community. Half of them love you, and half of them just want to see you suffer.
Let's be honest about something, though. Let's be honest about something. Half of those votes were you guys, because you guys want to do that. Yes.
No. I didn't even vote it. I couldn't even vote. I tried voting, but I couldn't.
Oh, hey, you would have voted to keep me out of the show.
I would say I would. The turkey. Let's go back to the turkey.
Oh, let's go back to the turkey, huh? Oh, see, look how I got you right there in 4K, man. I got you right there, right.
But I didn't vote, so.
Yeah, but that was your intention, because if you put that on there, because that's your intention to ban me from the rest of the episode.
Well, at least I could have taken that last option out, and then it would have been all negative.
But a good thing is that half of the community hates me and half of the community loves me, so I'm good.
Well, I don't think they hate you. It's just they want to see you suffer.
They want to see me suffer? Why does people take pleasure of me suffering? I mean, what, are you going to stick my picture again? I don't know why chat has not started hashtag jail pic. They kind of forgot about that. And I don't know why I mentioned it to remember it.
They didn't get to see some. They didn't get see some of the other bangers that came from that whole collection. I'm not gonna throw up the not safe for work versions, but I will throw this one up in case anyone didn't see it on Twitter, because it makes me happy. It's Crazy in his happy place.
My what?
So,
what's my happy place?
Oh man,
you don't know Machu Picchu in Peru?
Yeah. But I don't get that picture. I'm trying to get it. I see it in my picture, but I don't get it.
All right, never mind.
Look who's back, Crazy. Look who's back.
Look who's back. Oh man, Big Plume was talking about my Machu Picchu again. I don't get it. Why is it that so? Like, what's up with that picture? I'm just trying to get it.
Plume was
What?
Plume was reading his new script.
No script. Oh, I know, man. Plume, I want to say thank you again for that movie you put on Netflix. Best Christmas ever. Really good movie, brother. Awesome. It's good. Hey, you did a good movie with Heather Graham. Heather Graham looking pretty, and Moesha and Matt Cedeno. Some cool stuff. But anyways, Big Plume, how you been doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I wish the critics would like it, because it has a 4 out of 10 ratings. Hoping that you're gonna go out there and try to boost the score of my movie.
Is it the Xbox tax?
It could be. It's the Plume tax.
There's a Plume tax. Oh my god.
I'll tell you what. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I like it. It was a good movie. It was fun.
Thank you.
I don't know what happened, but it was fun.
You don't need to know what happened. I'm in it, so it should be an easily 8 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Dude, I'm just stoked for you, because you ended up getting a hug from Heather Graham.
Exactly.
I didn't even realize, but good on you, dude. Good on you.
Can you put it closer?
I can try. It's not grabbing it real good.
What's funny too is that picture that took a really long time. I just kept messing up, so we had to keep taking that picture. So
she's like, you gotta smile. He's like, oh, sorry, we gotta do another one. Come here, come hug me.
Look at Plume, nice and handsome right there. I'm telling y'all, it was a good movie. Y'all gotta
Oh
watch
man.
it. It's a good Christmas movie. Good Christmas movie. Go watch it, guys, on Netflix right now. Not now, no. After the episode, sorry. After the episode, go watch. After the episode, you gotta hang out with us. 2 hours with us. Yeah, let's go, let's go. So, Sour, what have you been playing, sir?
Well, I haven't played much of Alan Wake, unfortunately, because I got it on my console. I haven't had the time. I played, I think, was like probably 30 minutes or something, or like an hour. But I have been playing, thanks to my ROG ally, a lot of Sea of Stars, and I'm really enjoying it. I really like a lot of the mechanics they kind of added to, the turn base, where I think I mentioned it before, where it's not just like, wait your turn, then press attack and pick your attack, and that's it. It's a little bit more dynamic, and I really like that. And the story so far is pretty interesting. The pixel art is it looks fantastic, so I'm really enjoying the game.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that's what
That's
I've been
good.
playing.
That's good. That's good. How about you, Mr. Clean Silent Cipher? What have you been playing, sir?
Well, I did get to hop into some more Alan Wake over the last week. I only got to play a little bit over the weekend, and so like I literally got to another spot where I'm like, man, I want to play again. And then Thanksgiving hits, so it's like I've got a few days where I gotta kind of sit here and just like wait until I get back to it. But I did finish, I think, one or two more chapters. I think if I'm reading it right, based on the achievements and stuff. So we talked about this previously. I think I'm only on chapter 6 or 7. Like I'm not. I don't understand how it's happened, but somehow that game has sucked quite a few hours out of my time. And everyone's like, "Oh, you should be like close to the end of this game." Like, nah, man. Like, I'm apparently playing it on. I'm playing it on reviewer mode. I'm playing it on playing on IGN mode, the easiest mode possible, and just really, I guess, soaking it in. But I've been playing a little bit of that. I did jump into some more Slay the Spire, but I did just grab RoboCop last night.
Hmm.
So I did start playing that. I had just enough time to go into an area and slaughter, I think, maybe a dozen enemies. And that's about all I've gotten to play so far. So I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe getting some more time this weekend, maybe after the family leaves, and I can have a couple minutes of quiet around the house. Um, Silent Wiper. Gee, maybe I see you in chat. I see
Silent Wiper.
that's
Oh, man.
that's got all sorts of bad on it. I don't want to talk about silent wiping. We're gonna skip that. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing.
Oh, that's cool. That's good. That's good. How about you, Plumey? What you been playing, sir?
Well, this past week it's been a busy week. I'm actually like you, Louis. I moved, but I unpacked in maybe a quarter of the time it took you to unpack. So my house is pretty much good to go. I'm in. Um, I've been renovating a room in my basement that I'm going to hopefully turn into an office. So been putting flooring down and stuff. So that's been taking most of my time. So I haven't played that much. I've been playing some Call of Duty. Uh, I mean, I'm having a ton of fun with the multiplayer. I played that pretty much. Um, and I tested out the PS Portal all week, and if you guys are interested, I have my verdict on what I think about it. I don't know if you saw
Oh,
my review.
Yes.
yes. You want to hear your verdict?
Yep.
It's
Please,
short and
please.
I'll tell you, it's short and sweet. The PS Portal is back at Walmart. Return.
Oh, dang.
Damn! Wait, you got a Walmart there?
yes.
Yeah, Walmart. It's
Believe it or
almost
not,
everywhere.
Louis. Believe it or not, there are Walmarts in Canada. Believe it or not.
Crazy. He doesn't live in DR.
We don't got a damn Walmart here, man. I mean, Walmart is the best place to buy your underwear and socks and everything, man. I want one, man, damn Walmart. And the shavings and everything, the shaving stuff, for you to shave.
Dude,
That's awesome.
you gotta upgrade your manscaping and your man care needs, because if you're buying your underwear from Walmart still, I just want you to know, like, there are better places.
No, the thing is, it comes like in a 30 pack, so it lasts me like for like
Oh
2
my God.
years. You know.
Bulk underwear does not mean quality underwear. Crazy.
Hey,
Come on.
it's Fruit of the Loom, man. You can't miss a Fruit of the Loom, man.
Fruit of, oh, sweet Jesus. Oh,
Okay, we
I
can
feel
just.
like I'm gonna cry a little bit, dude. You're a grown man. Get you some good underwear. Make sure that you take care of your naughty bits, okay?
Okay, I'll get myself some good underwear.
Yeah.
Okay, chat. Any
Well-
recommendations? You
What
guys
are
can
you?
say
What have you been
MeUndies.
playing,
Dude,
Chris?
straight up MeUndies.
it. What have I been playing? Man, what have I been playing? Huh. That's a good question. I've been playing a lot. What have I been playing? Oh yeah, I've been playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
Sweet.
Got
Nice.
got my hands on that sucker. I said, "This is the time, Louis. You gotta buy it," and I bought it. So I was like, "Okay, let me try it for a little bit," and it sucked me in, man. I mean, I'm loving the lightsaber fights and everything, but damn it, that game is so what's so funny.
Nothing.
Of course, you
Keep
love
going.
lightsaber fights.
Nothing.
Exactly.
We're good.
Oh man.
Oh.
Pause.
Louis loves his lightsaber fights in his Fruit of the Loom underwear.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, that game is broken though. Damn, man. I mean, sometimes I get like the scenes get smudged. I don't know if you guys have seen like games that get like a smudgy scene.
Smudges.
Yes, it's
What
smudges.
is
It's
talking
going?
about
What is
your-
what is going? Are we talking
Talking-
gaming here
Yeah,
Talking
today?
about his Fruit of the Loom underwear again.
Oh,
I
it's not
think.
about the game. It's like, oh, Star Wars.
He's
Jedi
got-
Survivor. Oh, dear Lord.
There goes our PG rating.
Jesus. Oh wow.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. But yeah, I've been playing Star Wars. I try to, grab into Alan Wake, but every time I sit down to do Alan Wake, I get a freaking phone call from work because we had a storm over the weekend, which was a horrible storm. It caused a lot of damage, and I've been just getting tons and tons and tons of calls, so I couldn't sit down, play Alan Wake. So you know what? I'm just gonna play Jedi Fallen Order. I mean Jedi Survivor because I don't have to concentrate as much as I do with Alan Wake. So tomorrow I will grab my back. I'll be back to Alan Wake and doing some more RoboCop because man, that RoboCop game is just freaking fantastic. I'm loving that game. I'm loving it. Silent. I don't know if you went. I don't know if you got past the first level and you went into the city.
No.
You
Don't
didn't?
start. Don't start giving
Dude,
spoilers.
No,
no
I'm-
spoilers, obviously.
I'm just,
but, like,
I'm
literally-
just gonna give him a little hint.
No,
Silence-
don't give it
No,
to
I
the
don't-
hint
I
after.
don't need any hints.
I
I'm
know
not like-
you, Chris.
I'm not an IGN
No.
reviewer. I can play the game. We're good.
Oh, I know. I was just gonna give you no. This is just a small tip. That's it. Small, little teensy
Just-
tip. Like
just
this
a
big.
tip? Okay.
Just a tip like this
Just
big.
a tip.
Just a tip like this big. So
Okay.
the tip is, when you level up, get the dash because really, when you're in the city, you better have that dash so you can move faster.
Okay.
So that's the only tip I'm
Yeah.
giving you. All right, that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. No, with consent.
Yeah.
No, I literally like I said, I probably shot like 12 enemies and that was about as far as I got to it because it was God, I want to say it was like 9:30 last night and I was like I shouldn't play any games. I should go to bed. But because I knew that I wasn't going to have to drive into work, I was like, well, I can sleep in a smidge and still make it on time. So I was like, oh, I'll play for a minute. And I literally played for like 12 kills, of which, damn, that game is violent and I love it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more. Yeah.
I got a question for you, Silent. Tell me,
Okay.
doesn't it feel good when you play the game? Like how you feel like you're a freaking tank. I mean, it feels awesome walking around with that gun, shooting hands off, shooting legs off. It's just-
Yes, it feels great.
It does. I think it's time for the flight attendant.
The chat has hijacked this into a really interesting place. Chat, y'all being messy today. and I'm here for it. It's okay. I'll take it.
Well, Louis is at fault. Louis
He
Louis
Where am
is,
has
to
I
be
at
to.
fault,
fair.
man?
To
That
be
what?
fair, he's the one
What?
talking about smudges in his Fruit of the Looms.
No, I'm not talking about Star Wars. I'm talking about
He's
the Star
also
Wars.
talking about tips. He's talking
Yeah, just
about
just the tip.
This game.
lightsabers fight.
Yeah, the lightsaber fight. Oh, you perverts! You sick.
The perverts, man. You're
What?
the one
You
talking.
What
probably
me?
don't even need a heater with how much of like a burlap sack those Fruit of the Looms are. Like all you gotta do is just move around in your chair, and you probably have like your own heat supply right there.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, let's leave it like that. But anyway, let's go on a flight.
Anyways,
Let's go to pause. Let's go to a flight itinerary right now. We have The Last of Us 2 again, again and 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 again. Jesus, how many times are we going to talk about The Last of Us? Remakes, remasters, remake. Oh, Lord, I'm tired of that. Killer Instinct, Wonder Woman. I could do a cool Good Morning Video, spinning and then turning into Wonder
Oh
Woman.
my god.
That would be a good idea when that game comes out. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. But anyways, Wonder Woman and more new IPs, and like always, the poll of the week, which I don't know if Sour did one, but yes, we got the poll.
I don't even remember if I did one. To be
I
honest.
think not. I think not. But we'll take last week since we haven't, been calling poll of weeks for like the last I don't know how many weeks, but yeah. But either way, though, Captain, please take us on our flight and make the in-flight announcements so we can go ahead with our awesome show.
all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sour has turned on that subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please stow your food and beverages right next to your desk, underneath your seat, or in front of you. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure that you've hit that notification bell. We gently remind you that smoking and drinking are not prohibited on this flight. However, talking about your Fruit of the Loom smudges is strictly prohibited. You know exactly who this is aimed towards. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight panelists. Thank you.
All right, before we start the episode, let me shout out this awesome chat that's been messing around with me all day. Let's go. We have our awesome Talos, the man with the ray. What's up, Talos? Oh, it's Timmy. What's up, Timmy? G, maybe. G, maybe. What up, G, maybe? Yeah, there you go. You got your theme song. Let's keep going down this awesome list. Oh, Rachie, he says, Abby is back. Yes. You know what, Rachie? I do hope they fix the ending to the damn game because Abby kicks ass. I agree 100%. All right, let's go down. Let's see who else we have here. Sanchez Martinez Gaming. What's up, Sanchez? Oh, Drawn TJ. Hello. John TJ, how you doing, brother? Hope the bathroom is doing fine, brother. Mark Smith, how you doing, sir? Welcome, Mark Smith. Let me see, go down this awesome list. Ooh, Decado. Hello, Decado. Ooh, who else do we have? Let me see. Who else is here? Let me see. What was this here? I think I said, oh, Pixel Slapper. What's up, Pixel Slapper? How you doing, brother? Let me see. Oh, back from the dead. What's up, back from the dead? Back. You're getting your GTA announcement soon, brother. We're getting it. So, anyways, let us start with the show. I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed someone, please say so on the chat. And let's continue on. Let's have some fun.
All right. Okay, I guess I'll start then. So let's start with the with the first news that I seen it's been going around. So apparently, there's a lawsuit towards Sony
Whew.
worth 7.9 billion, I believe, which is crazy because that's like how much Bethesda was worth, and it's basically because of the Sony store that has been going around for a while now. And I guess everyone thought that this was not going to be taken serious. Me myself, I thought the same also, but it seems it's got approved to be taken into court, and I'm curious what's going to happen about this. My personal opinion before I spin it to any of you guys is I hope that at least because of all the, you know, all of this happening, the pressure and everything, and we also have the case with Epic and Apple. This at least pressures Sony to, provide better deals at their store and maybe even open their platform a little bit more, where they can send out the codes and other stores could be available in their platform. But uh, let's start with you, Crazy. What do you think about all this?
Wait, wasn't the CMA buddies with them or something? Weren't they like really good friends and they had tea and donuts and stuff like that?
I got a theory about that. I'll say it right after you give your opinion.
I give my opinion. Well, I'll be honest with you. If they're not doing what's right, then sue them. I mean, if Xbox was in this spot, I would say the same thing. Sue them because I mean, you gotta have options to buy, not only buy on the digital store on Sony. No wonder they kept stuff like kind of like on the low key because I remember I used to buy digital codes on Amazon stuff like that, but now you just can't find them. I think it's only physical you can get. I'm saying me like for example, I think I don't remember what game was it. I think it was a couple. I think it was 1 year ago. I was looking for a game, a digital code, and I couldn't get it. It just wasn't on Amazon. It was only on PlayStation. So yeah, it's sad that they don't give buyers options to go buy codes anywhere else, you know, and just on their store. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, I wanna ask you real quick, before we go to the next verse.
What's up?
So when the ABK deal was going through, was in the process, we
Yeah.
know that the CMA was, heavily, like you can see it that they were heavily protecting Sony.
Ooh.
And now all of a sudden it's like they let this pass. But if we look at the event when that was happening, who was the head of Sony?
Jim Ryan.
And what doesn't didn't Jim Ryan work for them at one time, or had like some sort of like relationship with people that work there? And
There.
now he's leaving, and now you get where I'm going with this.
Yeah, he actually. Yeah, kind of. We're starting to connect the dots now. But here's the thing, though. This lawsuit was put in last year in 2022, which it was in process with
Yeah, yeah, but it never picked up
it never
enough
picked
to
up.
go to court,
And now
and
it
now it did.
does.
Now
And
it
now it
did.
does. Huh? What happened there? Huh? Could could Jimmo be like, "Yo, CMA," and in his British voice be like, "Yo, CMA, go sue 'em. I want more money. They took me down. So yeah, go ahead." Could he be doing that?
I don't know about that, but maybe
It
he's
could.
just he's just not
Hmm.
like using
His relations, his
his
power,
relationship
his
anymore
power
because he's leaving. Because Jim Ryan is
is.
the
Go ahead, say
I,
it, man.
I, I, I was gonna say Lale, but it doesn't
The law. You're
translate.
saying
That
Jim Ryan is
the
the
law.
law. You're
Jim
trying to
Ryan
say
is the
that?
law.
The law and the CMA, he got the big boy pants over than the CMA, like, yeah, I'm the man over there in CMA. That's a good question though. But here's the thing though, Sour, this lawsuit went back to 2022 while the whole ABK thing was going down. So probably, let's say that the CMA actually did have an argument and they were trying to make it go through, they made a process, but the one who put out the real fight was the FTC. And when the FTC lost,
I-
right, remember the
Is that a
CMA,
real fight though? Like
they
they had
no
no
they
arguments.
had no arguments. What I'm saying is they tried,
Aren't they still fighting it?
yes, they're still
They
fighting it.
still.
They're still fighting this stuff. It's crazy.
I'll say this real quick. At least the CMA kind of had an argument, but what is the FTC argument? Like, the make like I don't know. They're still in the argument of that it could hurt console or something like that. Like
Yeah,
the
I
first
mean,
they're
argument that
Didn't they get Amber Heard to come and talk? Because I mean, I remember they said it was in Japanese though. I think it was they got Amber Heard to talk for them, didn't they?
Crazy.
No.
That was a meme we did.
Oh, I thought that was real though. Damn.
Oh my god.
Crazy. Oh, sweet
What?
Jesus. Oh, wow.
I thought that was a
All
real
right.
thing.
All right, folks. You had
Wait.
it here. You heard it right here.
Wait,
Crazy
wait.
Louie. Crazy Louie does
Breaking
not do any
news.
research when he sees these things online.
Wait,
He's like, oh, Amber Heard at
but,
Sony's. Yep. Okay. Sure.
but wait a minute though, because
Why? Wait a minute. No, you wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait a
dive
second.
into this.
Why?
Wait,
Why
wait.
would? Wait a minute. I want you to answer me a question.
okay, I was just-
Why would Sony or any other company get Amber Heard to defend them?
because literally what okay, let me recollect my facts,
Let's
right?
hear it. Let's hear it. Get your
Because
thoughts
the res-
together, crazy.
because the response they gave out was literally an Amber Heard response. So that's why when I saw them, I thought Amber Heard was actually in court responding for them. Because that was an Amber Heard response. Oh, it was Japanese.
Oh man.
Seriously?
Wow.
I'm gonna just pour myself another drink after hearing that.
Crazy, you are the gift that keeps on giving, champ. That
Am I
was
All right,
amazing.
am I
appreciate
good for
that.
this?
Let's hear the opinion from someone that is not clueless right now.
Wait, I'm not clueless though, but that was an actual Amber. Wait, what wasn't it an Amber Heard response though? Oh, can you give us the
I'll give you
documents? But they're
that
Japanese.
part. That was a little bit.
That's why I thought she was there, because who the hell would respond to the FTC like that, or to the CMA, instead of saying yes, we have the documents, they're in Japanese, we're going to translate them in English and give them to you, instead of saying, oh no, we have them in Japanese. Literally,
Oh,
that's an
man.
Amber Heard response. So that's why I thought Amber Heard was there in court for them. Dear Lord.
All right, now let's hear from an expert. Plume, you obviously did a video today, which was a pretty good video, and you talked a little bit about this, and you also gave your opinion on the matter. But what can you add, and what do you think of my conspiracy theories? Do you see any connections, or I'm just
Honestly,
throwing it?
honestly, no. I just think that court procedures take a long time, so it probably is just they filed it in 2022, and now we're at the point where they're it's the Competition Appeal Tribunal that ruled on this, and they said they can go through with it. So probably just took a long time to get to where it is right now. I don't know if this is going to lead to anything. I feel like there's so many of these cases where you have these major lawsuits against these big companies that people are out there trying to get some money out of it, and we'll see what happens. All from what I understand, all this basically is they're saying that PlayStation is kind of using the fact that they are a leader in the gaming industry, a leader in the market, to force people to buy games only on their store, and they're charging 30% commission to developers and publishers and stuff. So this, which would increase the price to the consumer of how much they have to pay for games, DLC, add-ons, right? Which, if it was available in other places, maybe there's not that 30% commission. Maybe they can buy it for cheaper. And that's kind of what they're arguing here. We'll see how it plays out, because like you said, the Epic versus Apple thing, right? That's kind of a precedent case, I think, that will be looked at and how that was handled. And we'll see if anything comes out of this. I don't know. I'm skeptical that PlayStation is going to really lose, but we'll see.
Do you think we'll see Sony contact Amber Heard again?
Oh, so Sony should contact Louis before they contact Amber Heard, so he can go and
Exactly.
explain.
I
He
will
can
make
go
it.
argue the case.
They will lose right away, because I'll come straight forward and say, you guys are stealing money from the users, man. You keep fooling them, trolling them, giving them PS portals. You're giving them this what other stuff they're giving them. I mean, they're fooling around with people's money lately, man. It's so shameful.
This is the thing why competition is good, why having stuff available in multiple places is good. It's just that you can avoid this thing.
Exactly.
I mean, this is you can make this argument, I think, essentially with, I don't know if, like, probably all the platforms to some degree, right? There's certain content that's only available on Nintendo, certain content that's only available on Xbox, right? guessing like there's so you can make, and they all have the same commission, they all have the same breakdown of 70/30. So that's why I think, like, I don't know what's going to happen here. Are we going to see a lawsuit next for Nintendo as well, and then a lawsuit for Xbox as well? It all depend on just like once they go into the case, how did PlayStation actually do anything that was against the law, or that was against what goes on in the industry. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Personally, oh, sorry, was that crazy?
no, go ahead. Let me recollect my fact.
Okay, I was just gonna say, personally, I think what might be the best chance for the people that are actually having this lawsuit, for the lawsuit to actually go through, is that Sony has been, I think, since 2019 or something like that. They have it where like you can't buy like game codes or anything like that other than their store, unless the point is that they're always getting the full
Exclusivity.
not exclusivity, like the full income on the sales of their games. And it's not like, for example, on Xbox you can actually use other stores to buy Xbox games, which you can't do with PlayStation. And I think, you know just like Sony also, and I hope Apple gets a little bit of pressure there, where they become more open platforms, because what will happen because of that is we, the user, will get better prices. But Silent, I want to ask you your general opinion, but then I want to know, what would you think would be the outcome that could come off of that? Like, let's go into that crystal ball and see what
Crystal ball. Is it
the
because I'm
crystal
bald?
ball.
Is it
Yeah.
because I'm bald? You're literally just making a bald
No,
joke.
no, no. You're making that assumption yourself. I did
Okay.
not say that.
It's fair. It's fair. No. In all seriousness, though, here's my thing. Like, I understand the business reasoning for it. I understand that not having stuff like CD keys and some of these different communities and these different groups being able to offer these things forces them to limit that purchase, like, right through their means, right? Maybe they want the control, they want the power on that, so that way they make sure they nickel and dime and get as much of that financial benefit as possible. However, my thing is, like, if you want to get this system out there, you want to continue to grow it, I feel like making your content, making gift cards, making your games available for purchase, like, at a broader audience, seems like it's a better move. It seems like that's going to allow you to continue to grow organically. There's one of our favorite words in this whole thing with Sony, organically. Like, if you allow people to buy it where they want to buy it, it's going to only benefit you. Like, if I can go to Best Buy and I can buy a gift card for a game there, or I could do that stuff, or I could go to GameStop, I could trade games in, and I can use that credit like I can with Xbox to then get a gift card. Those are benefits for you. Those are ways of you to get more money from the actual consumer. It just feels weird to me, the idea, like, that they're making a fuss about this, and that that this is where we've gotten to. Do I think they should have gotten nailed for it? Yeah. Like, honestly, like, I this is a whole thing we've seen for the last few years, right? Is like making content and making these things more accessible. The idea of limiting it and making it less and less accessible, honestly, I feel like this coming to light and them getting nailed for this is probably the most beneficial thing for them, because whether they see it or not, this is going to benefit them if they have to make it more available across the board. Because, again, they'll be able to access these things. Consumers will be able to buy it where they want. They get choice, which, like you, like myself, we all like choice. We all like the ability to, determine where we're going to buy these things. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to only have an option to buy it right on your store. I want flexibility. And so I think this is actually kind of a blessing in disguise for them, even though they're going to have to pay a metric F ton of money to to deal with this whole situation potentially, but I think in the long run it's going to be more beneficial for them.
So,
Yeah.
question: Isn't this kind of a monopoly that they're doing? Because seriously, they're
No,
not getting. How is
no,
that? No, it's
because
not a monopoly then,
it's
because they're not letting you get options to go buy anywhere else. They're just telling you gotta buy it here. You gotta buy my system to get the games right here. You can't get them anywhere else.
yeah, but
Hmm.
crazy. That's only in their ecosystem. Like
Their
you can still,
ecosystem.
if you want to buy RoboCop right now, you can buy it on PC, you can buy it on Xbox, you can buy it on PlayStation, you can buy it all over the place. It's not Sony being like, "Hey, you can only buy it here to get to these different places" or
No,
anything
no.
like that. They don't have control over the overall
Well,
market.
I know, but I'm talking about their games though. Their own
That's
games. They
that's
don't.
within that's within their
That's
right.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
within their right in their
You think that?
ecosystem.
You
But
think that's?
whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, can be debated.
You then like if it was Monopoly, then Nintendo would be a monopoly too, right? Xbox would have been
Mhm.
monopoly for multiple
Hmm.
generations up until
Yeah.
now. And like one of the things that I think that people are arguing in this case is like the CD keys websites and those resellers, which I'm pretty positive that those are like gray areas legally, so I don't see how that would ever hold up against Sony, like when you're going out and buying like PS Plus on like a cdkeys.com or whatever. So I'll be interested to see. But I think silently, absolutely I agree with you. Like these companies that for some reason don't want more people seeing their games, it makes no sense to me. Maybe they're afraid of like their IPs or their technology or whatever they have being stolen. I'm not sure, but it makes no sense. Nintendo does the exact same thing with like their ROMs and people who have emulators for like Super Nintendo games. They go out and sue everybody.
And don't get me wrong, like I definitely understand the financial reason as to why they want to do it, right? Like if you
Yeah.
limit it down to a very small path to get those things, you prevent things like what you were saying, right? Like pirating, stuff like that. It prevents things from happening where like maybe someone has a way to spoof some of those gift card credits or something like that. Like it reduces the possibility of someone cheating the system. But at the same time, like I would probably argue the majority of the folks are still paying. I doubt, like I think it's probably a very like minor case scenario where you've got people that are actually abusing the system to get these games for free or way past like the market value. Um,
And
but yeah,
I
I
was
don't know.
gonna say, and this is why during the CMA, the whole Activision Blizzard discussion, you saw developers come out and complain about this. They were saying that we want more options. We don't want to be stuck negotiating the way we negotiate with PlayStation. I mean, a couple developers. I don't know if you guys read about that. Did you remember that, Plume?
Um, I know I remember the indie stuff that happened where the indie devs were upset because of how difficult it was to get their games seen and having to go through
Exactly.
this huge process with PlayStation compared to Xbox specifically. I remember that. Yeah.
And that's why they want this purchase to go through, because they want another company to come out, to be on top, so they can sit down and negotiate with them. And they get more options right then and there to negotiate with Sony, because Sony is gonna have to loosen up. They can't be so uptight the way they are. I mean, look what you read. They take 30% off the developers.
Well,
You know
remember what happened? They're always like this. Remember what happened with the crossplay? You remember that whole thing
Yeah,
with that
Yeah.
stuff that came out in the
that
documents where
issue. Yes.
they wanted to paid a percentage because they believe because they bring more players they should be compensated for that.
But
They were
you
trying
saw
to
you
force
saw okay.
Epic for that.
Sorry.
They were trying to force Epic for that.
Yep.
That was a whole thing with
Yeah.
Fortnite.
But
Yeah.
you heard what Epic said now about that?
What they say.
Supposedly, they don't lower the prices on Fortnite, because of Sony.
Oh, I
Something
saw
in the
that.
contract. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that contract too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
my.
at the end of the day, I think for the consumer, if they were to lose, it would be better for everybody, right? But so will they lose? It's going to be interesting to see with all the gray areas, like with the CD keys and stuff. That if they're arguing that type of stuff, I don't think that they would lose
Because,
it.
Because here's the thing though, Plume. I just went to Amazon and searched real quick. I searched Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or whichever one digital code you have a digital code there. So I put in God of War Ragnarok PS5 digital code. Nope, they just sell you the CD game. They don't sell you the digital code on Amazon.
That's first party. That's first party. So
First
how
party, yeah.
that it would be? I think the lawsuit is more to do with third parties because they are taking the 30% commission. They're not doing
Ooh.
that with first party stuff. They can do whatever they want with their own IPs. They can sell it
Oh,
to
okay.
nobody if they want.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, ooh, this is getting more interesting now. Yeah. Man, I hope they can kick their butt because if Xbox did it, it's an unfair thing. They should get their butts kicked too, all the way.
You know what else is unfair, crazy?
What's unfair?
The Last of Us Part 2.
I
Again,
know. Again and
remaster
again.
has officially been announced. Now, to give them some credit, it does
What
come
credit?
with a few things. It has a roguelike mode called No Return. And I was seeing that it has like 12 levels. And, it has that. It has 3 playable lost levels. It has a guitar free play, whatever that means. It has a 4K fidelity mode, dual sense features. So now you can blow on the controller. And the launching day will be January 19, 2024. And the upgrade, surprisingly, it's only $10 if you already own the game, which that's really surprised me. That is only 10, and that they actually added at least that roguelike mode. That kind of surprised me. At least it's something. It's better than some of the other upgrades they done, but I still think that this probably should have been free. And why are we getting this again? But I see. What happened? Something in the chat happened. Silent. I'll
Of
go with your
course.
side. 'Cause-
Yeah, so Back from the Dead chimes in, says that Louis has to pinch pesos on underwear to buy all his games. Yes, I mean that's why he wears freaking burlap sacks around his
Hey, man.
unmentionables apparently.
oh
Hold
man.
on.
Well,
Hold on.
But no, so to go on topic and to talk about this, dude, I right off the bat, we're gonna go ahead and say this. I find it really ironic that the roguelike mode is called No Return when we're literally returning to The Last of Us 2 again already. It's
yes.
really ironic that that's the mode. But neither here nor there, we continue on. Okay, yeah, cool. They have a few extra levels. Like that's great. In the past, like they've made game of the year editions of these games and not made like a big deal about, oh, but look, we've got this remaster. Oh, look at this, it's amazing. Dude, it's game of the year fodder. Like you don't have to nickel and dime your customers with a completely new version of this. Now, again, like you said, $10 upgrade. That's for folks who already have the current version. Yes. That does not matter for anyone who's a physical purchase. So, any of you guys out there that grabbed The Last of Us 2 physical, you're still going to be paying them $70 dues. So,
Oh, okay.
that's fun. I'm very excited for you on that. I hope you have fun in your endeavors. um, Launching in January of 2024. I know we were joking about it previously, but I see a world where this thing will easily be put in as Game of the Year nomination for next year at the Video Game Awards. Because, as we've discovered time and time again for the last couple of years, we know that when Jeff Keighley picks his people to do the judging for his show, he picks from a very specific pool. That
Mhm.
specific pool has whether you like the phrasing Xbox tax or not, there's bias. Cut it down plain and simple. It's a bias or a preference. So these folks generally are people he's worked with over and over again for years, who generally have a lean more towards Sony. So the idea of this thing being a Game of the Year nomination, not surprising to me whatsoever, and I would almost drop $5 on it right now because Keeley usually telegraphs his decisions and his moves way in advance. He's done it for years. So I kind of feel like we're going to see this thing pop up at the Game of the Years next year.
So
Yeah.
you think Resident Evil 4 has something to do with that?
No,
The remake
no,
being
I don't think
nominated?
that has anything to do with it. I think
It's
the
opening
fact,
the window for it.
no, because like we've seen a couple remasters pop up as well, right? Like we've seen Dead Space and stuff like that, but I think it's no coincidence. Again, like whether you agree with me or not, whether you think I'm just pulling a tinfoil hat scenario or not, there's usually a Sony presence there more than most of the other systems. Whether you like it or not, you look at it, you look at the numbers, it is what it is. It doesn't surprise me if this thing shows up next year at the end of it, which is funny, right? Because they always make these comments about these Star Wars games. They're like, oh, sorry, we forgot about it. It was too early in the year. But just you watch. This thing's coming out in January. Somehow, I get this like gut feeling that this thing's going to be in the Game of the Year nominations.
It
But
has
yeah,
to be.
no,
It's gonna get-
just in general, yeah, this
gonna get-
thing looks amazing. $70 will spend, surely.
It's gonna get many awards for best graphics, best enhancements, best
unless-
everything.
And let's
Best
not forget about
guitar.
the guitar free play. Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to sit there and play a guitar. Not even, this isn't even like Guitar Hero level of engagement. This is
No.
literally just watching someone sit on a stool and play a guitar.
Yep.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
Mark Smith is asking, do they supply the guitar? They should supply the damn guitar, man. They should
No,
supply it.
you gotta pay $5 for the guitar.
For
It's
the
DLC.
guitar. DLC? Oh Lord, can you imagine like for a couple
They'll probably
gotta
sell
pay-
you skins for the guitar.
Yeah, skins for the guitar, probably get a nice electric guitar there, or
There you go.
couple strings, modified strings, extra bucks, $1 for a string, or probably $5 for a
And
string.
you can get an amplifier. You got to pay $5 more, and you'll get an amplifier, so you can actually have like a rock concert in the game as well.
No. For the amplifier, what they do is they charge you $50 because it's gonna be a DLC because you gotta go hunt down the amplifier in order to adjust the guitar, and then you gotta get the cable. That will be another $50 extra more dollars. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but
hear me out. Hear me out.
it's-
What if we have a multiplayer mode where we're all just sitting on stools playing the guitar at each other,
I'm
and it's like a
100%
battle royale mode?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is all high quality first party PlayStation games. So whatever they put out, it's quality, right? It
Top
doesn't
quality.
matter.
Oh
Yes.
Lord!
Well, crazy. Can you read that
I'm going
quality?
for that right now. The quality member for 1 month first class Vic, the motherfucking click says it's called No Return because that's what Jim Ryan was thinking.
Dude, Jim was like, "Yes, let's do this." Okay, I'm out of here.
Yes.
Oh man.
Thank you, Vic. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Is this why Factions is on ice? Because they've been working on this remaster?
Possibly,
How-
right?
oh.
Like if this thing's coming out as soon as it is, why would you want to support the original game if
Yeah.
you've got the new version coming out in just a couple months?
Mr. Dark says,
I mean-
not true. If you own the physical copy of The Last of Us 2, you can upgrade to the digital version for $10. So they have taken care of both customers at Sourblow. That was to you, Sour.
To me,
Yes, it was. Take that.
what did I did not say it didn't. It wasn't
think it
even
went
me.
to-
It was
I
silent.
think it went to you because he's still angry at me for my shenanigans off the air.
Oh, so he doesn't even want to talk to
yeah,
you.
he doesn't even want to acknowledge me after the last couple days.
Aw, y'all love each other.
that
Why am
being-
I in jail? What'd I do?
Sit
Louis, do
sit
you
on your
remember?
bed and think about what you did.
Do you remember about your Fruit of the Loom?
What's wrong? Dude, I'm
Did
a
you
Walmart.
forget?
Dude, I'm a Walmart right now.
Lest
They have
you
a
forget,
10-pack.
crazy.
They have a 10-pack for $19. That's a good price.
Oh,
Louis,
Ten-
but you don't have a Walmart. So why are you
No,
even looking on there?
because I can order it,
Crazy.
and I order it and it sends them to my courier and I receive them,
Wait,
man. I
so
can buy
you're gonna pay customs to get Fruit of the Loom underwear
Yes,
from Walmart.
yes. I have to so that
Crazy.
I can get it.
Sorry about that.
Crazy. Why don't you get yourself some micromodal
What's
that's
my
nice and soft on
okay?
your own
What?
vegetables?
Let me go see what's that. Micro modem. Micro.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna spend all that money, you may as well spend it proper and make sure that you got something that feels nice.
Wait, but I'm getting modems. I'm not getting the underwear.
Not modems, not we're oh my god.
Oh, okay. What's it
Oh
called?
sweet Jesus. We're
Oh
not
man,
talking
that's
about computers. Crazy.
Okay, Michael. What, how do you spell it?
Doodle C Money, welcome to the chat.
Oh,
welcome to
didn't
the
see one
chat.
is here. That's
Settle in. Settle in.
Let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on. so so today we had a very nice stream from the guys at I think it's Iron Galaxy or Iron Claw Galaxy. Correct me,
Iron
guys.
Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy. Okay, there you go. And they announced the Killer Instinct update, which the anniversary, which bring a few things. The first thing, if you already had the definitive edition, I believe you get the update for free. The anniversary, it's coming to Game Pass, and then they did a couple changes to the game. They updated the UI. They did some character balance, which they then slowly started showing some of the changes they did to some of the characters. So if you are a big Killer Instinct fan, I'm sure that this announcement really might get you hype and get you excited to play it. And it's coming. When is the date?
No date. No date
no
announced.
date.
No
Just
date.
No date.
No
it's
date.
going through final test, so I'm guessing it's coming soon though. Or it's past final test or whatever.
All right. Well, Plume, since you have a little more information on it, because I was at work when this was happening. What else can you tell us about this update? And are you gonna jump back into Killer Instinct?
So it's they're upgrading visuals to 4K, which is I think
There
the
you go,
game
crazy.
yeah, I think the game already has like a pretty awesome art style, and seeing that on a nice big 4K TV is going to be nice. They're changing definitive edition to anniversary edition, and that's just going to be like the newer game. If you have definitive edition, you get the auto upgrade to anniversary edition. So everybody out there right now, if you want this and you're not a Game Pass subscriber, I think it's like $13 or something right now to get the definitive edition. So you might want to buy that now because it's going to be $30 for the anniversary edition. But if you're on Game Pass, you get everything. And then they're making a bunch of changes to the characters. So yeah. I mean, it looks cool. I'm gonna definitely jump in and play it. I like my fighting games. I'm terrible competitively. Like I'm playing Mortal Kombat 1 right now still, and I just go through like invasions, jump online, and get my ass kicked a couple times, then go back to the single player. So yeah, I like them. They're, the fighting games I love that you can just jump in, play for like 30 minutes to get something done, and I'm excited to
I believe they
see
changed some of the animations too. They like
the UI
polished.
animations. I believe that they changed it, and that there's
But
some.
even like I believe I saw like not a big change, but I believe I saw on Glacier like one of the animation was a little bit different, or maybe I was tripping. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure, but maybe. I mean, but it's just awesome to see that they're doing this now 10 years. Like I don't think really any people expect them to kind of revive it right now, but it's
yeah.
cool that they're doing this on the anniversary that the Xbox One released when I'd say Killer Instinct was like a great launch game for the console.
Let me ask you this, Bloom, because I'm curious to your answer. Because Phil Spencer has always show willingness to like bring back the series. He even said that I believe he said that maybe I'm quoting him wrong, that he was looking for a studio to actually like do it because there was no current studio that will work on it. Do you think that this like update, do you think is to see if they can somehow then work toward a new one, or do you think they'll just use this platform to just continue to upgrade and maybe just forget about a new entry and just continue to work on this one and make it its own, like, standalone, like, game as a service.
I think that my first thought was they are using this to see how people receive it and if it is still popular, so that they can kind of decide whether they want to invest and make a new Killer Instinct. I feel like this update will bring people back into the game, but making a brand new game is going to be way bigger for kind of revitalizing this franchise and this fighting game. So I'm thinking that they're looking at this as get it out there, and we'll do this launch with it, see how many people play it, and then we can decide whether we want to invest further into it. And I think that they should like invest into some sort of fighting game from Xbox that they have exclusive in their portfolio, because it's that one genre, right, that Xbox really doesn't have. They have pretty much everything else. Again, maybe I was gonna say Rhythm, but I guess Hi-Fi Rush kind of counts for that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have pretty much everything else. They just need a fighter in there, and they'll have almost every genre covered. So I'm hoping this is kind of a test for that.
Yeah, I think they need more family games, but they have the IPs, I think.
Yeah.
So they just got to bring them. Silent. The chat asks, is this a concert seller? And that was Raichi. Well, what can you tell us about that? And then, what's your general opinion? Or is there any hype on KI?
Here's my thing. Like, this is cool. I'm excited to see these things. I definitely am planning on jumping back in, especially with the features and some of the upgrades and stuff that they're finally bringing to this game. I feel like it's been long overdue. But more than excited about this stuff, I'm looking more at the future of what this means, right? It's obvious that they're very much attentive to the fact that this thing needed a glow up to bring it to higher quality, get it more modern, but also like this is a good sign. As long as they see good traction for this is probably a very good sign that we're going to see another Killer Instinct in the future, and we're going to maybe see it sooner than later, which I think is awesome.
But you said you're gonna jump into this one?
Well, yeah, into the update.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna jump into this update, but not Halo Infinite with me, with your buddy?
No, because I give zero shits about Halo anymore.
No.
Silent, you gotta give.
I have no motivation to go back.
I should
to a game
put you
that
on timeout. Crazy, you're out. Crazy, you're out.
No, here we go.
Wait.
I'll put it back on Front Street like I have multiple times. They should have released the game at a more complete state. They should have delayed it more.
A lot of things should have happened. Unfortunately, it did.
And they didn't. No, I don't have to forgive Jack. I don't have to forgive Jack because there's plenty of good games now that I can play instead. They missed their window. It's fine. It is what it is. I'm happy that you enjoy it.
So you never played a game that didn't release well and then went back to it?
No, I did in the past. And generally, when you go back to it, you're like, man, this should have come out this way. And now other games are out. And I don't care.
The past is the past. Why are you still stuck on the past?
Why? I mean, because how many games came out this year, Sour?
A
lot. A ton.
Yeah. A lot of really good games. So why would I dwell
how many games are
the past
how many games are Halo
when I can
Infinite?
play good games?
How many games are Halo Infinite?
I don't care.
Halo, I respect your opinion, but Halo Infinite is easily in first-person shooters top 1 or 2 in terms of gameplay, in terms of feel, in terms of everything they've added now. If you look at it as a whole, like online multiplayer, all the content there, it is phenomenal. So it's I don't know. If you haven't played it since it launched, there's a lot that they've added. They've done a great job.
I played it a few months ago.
No, you did not. 4. Stop lying.
No, I played it a few months ago in Season 4 when that came out. And yeah, it's like, okay, that's great. But I've moved on. There are other games that are out.
But wait,
I barely have enough time to make more progress in like Alan Wake and the games I just bought. Why would I go back and play something that
Okay,
had
let's let the prisoner talk. I mean, let's let Louis talk.
what do you mean the prisoner? Are you gonna? Good thing no. Oh man, good thing Chad has not said hashtag Louis pig. That's a good thing though.
Ooh, Louis
Yeah,
picks.
yeah, Louis pigs. Yeah, that should
Be
be a
on your
segment.
best behavior, Louis.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I'm trying to. I was gonna say though, silent, but why don't we? Let's say, why don't we just give it a small chance? You know, let's give Halo that small chance because all service games that come out, right? All those service games that come out usually start off bad and then they get better along the way. You know. So why don't we give it, a little shot? Let's say, okay, let's go play a little bit of Halo. Let's give it a shot with the guys, see how much fun it is, and see if you like it or not. Probably you come back to it, Why
But I
not?
won't. I
Because
won't.
look,
Because
Halo,
newer games are coming out. I don't have time to sit there and dwell on it.
Halo,
Like Killer Instinct, I can jump into. I can play 5 or 10 minutes, set it down. I come back to it later.
But that's an old game.
that's a
It
really
just
old
got an
game.
update.
That's an old game that released in a good condition in the first place.
No, it
and I
didn't.
No, it
liked
did not.
No,
No, it
it
did
did
not. No, it
not.
did not.
No,
Nope.
it
Nope.
No, it
I'm
didn't.
not
Yes, it
taking that.
did.
Nope.
I'm not
No,
taking
it did
no,
not.
it
Nope.
no, it
did.
did not.
Nope.
It was
Nope.
an
It did.
horrible
No.
state.
And
No,
yeah.
you couldn't even. You had to buy like special editions to get the characters. Pay like $20
You have
for
one.
the
You
Hell
got
no.
one character. Get out of
Exactly.
here. Nope.
One character, probably 3 stages. Didn't even have a freaking story mode. Like 5 years later, they put like a little story into it. It's kind
Tell
of
him
like a story.
crazy.
Played just
No,
fine.
Cook
Played
crazy.
just fine.
no, not
Whatever.
fine.
You know what you are? You are the Xbox tax right there. You're the tax man.
I'm gonna have to change my name in the WhatsApp to the
yeah.
Xbox tags instead of
What?
the non-Xbox guy. Fake Xbox guy.
Fake Xbox tax? Oh, but
Yeah,
yes,
I'm
Silent, what did you
I'm
just one
super
day
happy for
say?
you, but even if I
Jump in
jumped
with us.
into it at this point, all
Look,
I'd get if I jumped into that, besides maybe a couple moments of like nostalgia because they've got all those old maps, is you guys constantly shitting on me because I finally jumped back into it. So where's
No,
the
no, we
benefit?
won't. No,
no,
I won't. I
Where's
won't do
I
it.
promise you.
I will
where's the
be.
benefit?
I
I will.
promise you.
So
Where's the
okay.
benefit?
So listen to this. Okay, listen
If I
to
jump
this.
back into it,
He is
you mean to tell me
he
you're
is
not going to
publicly
say
admitting that the
Yep.
reason why he doesn't jump back in is
No.
because he's scared of what we will do.
It's-
Tell him like that we
Or
will
it's
make
like an
fun of
onion.
him. So he
No, it's like
desperately
an onion.
wants
There's
to.
a lot of layers.
Listen,
One, I really don't care to get
I publicly promise that I will not shit on you for
Me
jumping
either.
back in.
Me either.
So-
I'll defend your honor.
My right hand.
I will
I
grab
left
my
up my right hand.
I will grab my sword that's over there, and I will use my Chuck Lee moves to defend you. Something happens.
see money in the chat. Silent, tell me where Halo touched you.
Exactly. I mean, just a stop one day. Let's do a community night one day. Let's have some fun.
Dude,
big
that
ass
game
match
takes
shooting
up
each other.
that game takes up so much
I
freaking
know.
space.
No, it does
I
not.
don't-
You
But
just
you
download the
can-
multiplayer.
You just can
It's
download
like
the multiplayer.
120.
That's it.
yeah,
Just download. Hey, you have Call of Duty installed. That's even more.
exactly.
Yeah. So why would I want to have both of those when I'm going to play Call of Duty more?
Well, you
What?
know it's Black Friday sales for the expansion cards are on. Just go pick up one of those and get both
I
on.
already have an expansion card. That's,
Okay,
that's how ridiculous.
You're just
that's
making
how ridiculous
excuses.
the
Let's
situation
go.
is.
Is he turning into Louis now, making excuses?
Yep.
Dude, I'm not
Oh.
buying my Hanes from Walmart. So until I'm
Wait.
getting Fruit of the Loom or
No.
Hanes at
Correct
Walmart,
yourself.
you
Fruit
can't
of a loom.
match me up with you, homie.
Fruit
All right,
of
all right,
a
let's-
loom.
Let's
How's
reel
that
it.
burlap
Let's reel it
on
back
you?
a little bit. Let's go back to crazy.
What's up?
What was your take on Killer Instinct, man? I believe you were a huge fan of KI.
I love KI,
Well-
man. It's just a lot of fun, especially when you do Ultra. Just hearing that sound makes me so happy. And I used to love, what was your name?
Oh yeah, I just remember that video you did.
Yeah.
Were you Jago or supposed to be Jago?
I was just being mean. What are you talking about?
Oh, you had the sword, so I thought you were trying to be Jago.
Nah, Jago's got like a cool pirate sword. They never use a katana. He's got like a big old cool pirate sword. But yeah, I was just being myself, man. I was just swinging the sword, showing you all my moves that I'm pretty good. Swinging the sword and everything. Good thing I did not cut off a limb, but you know, but yeah, I was just doing my stuff. But yeah, I love KI. Super happy that they actually are reviving this because we were asking for such a long time. We were actually hoping that we could get what's it called, part 2, but not part 2 to this one. But hey, at least we're getting a 10th year anniversary advancement, which is awesome. We're getting 4K. Plume said it. So if Plume says it, Plume is weird being wrong, but yeah. So we're getting
True.
4K. That's awesome. And man, I'm just happy that the series is actually getting that revival because we are missing that game so much. We love it. I mean, I was a big fan back in the day. I used to play a lot. I used to play KI1, KI2, and that music, man. That music gets you pumped up. That music to that game. Woo, woo.
Combo
Spinal,
breaker.
Saber Wolf, those combo breakers, man. It's just freaking awesome. And I also love that fatality that or what's her name? What was her name?
Fatality? What?
Yeah, they have fatalities. Didn't you know that? Sourblow, you did not know that Killer Instinct have fatalities?
Well, I haven't played much of the newer one. So
Yeah, he wouldn't know
No, it
because
was in
he's
the old
busting my
ones. I mean,
balls about
in the
Halo while he
old, no,
hasn't
in the
played
old
Killer.
ones.
yep, there was. I mean, Orca had a cool fatality.
You mean the ultras?
No, she had a cool fatality. It was like a fatality thing, kind of a fatality.
There's
It's
no,
not. It's not
yeah,
a
no, there's no
fatality. It's
fatality.
not a fatality. It's like
He's
a
talking
secret
about
move.
the finishes, the
The
ultimate finishes,
finishes.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah,
there's
there
not
was.
fatality.
They had like a special finisher. I know that Orchid had kind of like like she took her boss off and
It's
yeah,
not. It's not like Mortal Kombat fatalities.
exactly. Not Mortal Kombat fatalities. They have like their
Oh,
own
there you
finishers.
go. Math says from Fun Speculation. Shout out to him. There is ultimate. I think that's what they're
Ultimates.
Yeah.
called.
That was called
Ultimates.
ultimates.
Ultimate. Yeah.
Ultimates are the fatalities. I think it's called, yeah. But yeah, from Killer Instinct, they had like a special move. You know what game they need to revive, man? That game where the monkey farted. What's that game called? That was such a
Oh
cool
my
game.
god.
He ate people,
All right, moving,
dude. That game,
moving
bro.
on, moving on.
It was a fighting game that the monkey literally like this is what he did, right? He literally got down on his feet and he's like
What are we
this.
doing?
Okay, okay. Let's
Dude,
let's
What's that game
let's move
called?
on. Let's move
What's
on.
that game called?
I hope
So
he
anyway,
I hope he accidentally rips his pants right in front of
Yes,
me.
G maybe said it. Primal Rage. That's the
Primal
game.
Rage.
Primal Rage.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
Yeah.
such a good game. That was such a fun game. See, G maybe got it.
All right.
Louis
But
doing that move in his Fruit of the Loom underwear by himself every night.
Dude, he's starting fires in those pants just because of the friction. That's
oh
a
man,
concern.
You know what? I'm gonna go buy my micro modem, whatever they're called, underwear thing.
I'll hook you up.
Thank
I'll
you,
help a
thank you,
brother out.
thank
Louis,
you, thank you. What's up?
do they
You
not
can
sell
use my
underwear?
promo code so I get credit.
Do they not sell underwear in Dominican Republic?
It's just so
No.
expensive. No,
They sell burlap sacks.
they do, but it's so expensive. Bro. I mean, for what you get for one, what you get for one underwear, I can buy 10 in United States.
so
So
I'm a,
expensive.
so I'm gonna start buying underwear to go sell.
You would be rich, man. I'll buy it from
Crazy.
you.
Crazy. Again, like I said, quantity does not mean everything. Like quality over quantity. But like
Oh,
even if you get one or two pair that feel amazing, that's
okay.
way better than starting freaking crotch fires while you're sitting there in like 100+ degree weather in your car.
But if you're
Yeah.
Louis, you probably need the quantity.
Oh man. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. So we heard earlier this week that Warner Brother was well, we have heard not only this past week, but we have been hearing that Warner Brother wants to make most of their games as a service, and then we had some rumors on Wonder Woman game being a game as a service. Thankfully, we then heard we got an official post where it says that Wonder Woman is going to be a single player action adventure game set in a dynamic open world. Wonder Woman is not being designed as a live service, and it's also got confirmed that it's going to use the Nemesis system that Crazy Lou loves.
Oh, yes, I
So
do.
I'll start with you, Crazy. again,
Hmm.
hopefully we don't go back to the underwear jokes.
The underwear jokes. I mean, chat is still flooring with the underwear. I mean, even fun speculation. Matt said hot rod underwear. I'm gonna Google that right now. There's some hot rod underwear. That sounds
Oh man.
No,
interesting.
he's just. Oh God. He's. No, you know what? Search on Google. Go ahead. That's fine. That's fine.
But
That's fine.
anyways, oh man, Wonder Woman, man, I'm hyped. After I talked to you guys in the background, you guys told me that the Nemesis system is the same one that Shadow Mortar uses. That got me super hyped, super excited, because I can sit there, install Shadow Mortar, just go back and go to the forts and just mess around, fight those orcs, those orcs, and kick their butts. Man, I love that Nemesis system. For me, it's the best. I love it to death. So hearing that Wonder Woman is gonna have that, that's freaking fantastic. I just hope that they have that option, like they did with Shadow of Mordor. Like after you hit them 2 or 3 times, you got the quick cool kill thing. So that's another thing. Will this Wonder Woman have a team rating, or will it be higher? Would it be M?
Oh,
Because
like for mature.
for
That's gonna
mature,
be.
yeah. Because really, if it's gonna have the Nemesis system, at least it's gonna have that type of action. Because damn, I mean, is she gonna use her sword and her shield? Because she does have a sword and a shield, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
She does.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't got much detail on the game. Um, this is probably the most detail we gotten from the game. But you asked a great question. What is this game gonna be rated? I'm assuming because the popularity of Wonder Woman, they're probably gonna try to at least make it like teen. I don't expect them going for mature because, especially when you see that Warner Brothers trying to get the most money they can get by making a bunch of game as a service, so I expect that. But what's going on with the chats? I,
Sarah, you go ahead and read it. I'm not gonna read this.
No, no. You're not putting that on me. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh, thank you,
I'll
chat.
I'll read it. Fun speculation says Louis' underwear includes the Nemesis system and is rated M for mature.
oh man.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh,
Oh,
oh my god. Why did I get myself into? Why the hell did I talk about Fruit Loom early in the episode? Seriously, why? Why did I do this? Because the planes will have major turbulence tonight. With this one.
A lot of turbulence.
Man, I hope Fruit Loom sponsors me after this shit.
Oh man. Plume.
After what shit, Louis? The shit on your underwear?
Oh man. Oh.
oh man.
All right. Let's go back on course. Let's try to.
Hold on. Before we get back on track, G maybe puts in turbulence.
Oh, did you all read what
Turd.
Anaconda? Did y'all see what Anaconda said? Oh Lord. Oh, I'm not gonna read that. Oh, Anaconda, I'm gonna get you for that.
Thank you, chat. Thank you. My
No,
goodness.
I'm crying. I may have to turn off the camera.
Oh,
I see Plume cry for the first time.
Big show.
Oh Lord. Oh.
okay, let's going back on play.
Right, Louis Fruit of Balloons. That's what. Oh,
Do
We're good. Everything's fine.
do you guys expect the? I know they're saying this is not gonna be a live service game, but do you guys expect any like microtransaction or anything like that added to this game? And do you also expect that this game, since it's gonna be on using the Nemesis system, is gonna be completely different from what we've seen from Batman's Arkham City and Spider-Man? Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales, where they kind of have some similarities, even though, of course, because of their powers and stuff, it's a little bit different. I'll start with you, Plume. What do you think about that? All that.
I'm happy to hear that it isn't games as a service. I think that was like a lot of the speculation, like you said, because of It was their financial call where they had said they were focusing on a bunch of games as a service games. I think that like tells us kind of what happened with Suicide Squad. A lot of people, I don't know if you guys saw the updated trailer for the game, but obviously that fell into what WB was trying to push for games as a service. I still think it looks kind of cool, and I'm going off topic here, but I still think Suicide Squad
I
looks
think it
kind of cool.
looked better on the last trailer.
Yeah, like all the
Graphically. Yeah.
graphically, I think the traversal and the verticality of that game will be fun. I'm gonna check it out.
Before we continue, real quick, was it me or did they drop some of the coloring? Because I felt like before it had like a bunch of more like color, like purplish, and like a lot of glowing things going on.
Yeah, it looked better, so
Yeah.
they've changed something. It could have been that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. But
Yeah, but for Wonder Woman, happy that they're not going on that route because I mean, you have. Do we know who's developing Wonder Woman? 'Cause I
it's
haven't followed.
what's the studio name? Oh my
It's
god,
Monolith.
it's Monolith. Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
I was
never seen
gonna
that,
I was
so
gonna
yeah,
say Monarch, but I'm like, well, wait, no, it's not
yeah,
Monarch.
Yeah. So the folks that have obviously the pedigree of Shadow of War, or what was it? It was
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War,
Shadow
but
of War. Yeah.
way back before that, the Fear games as well, and Condemned.
Oh, they did. Okay,
Yes, they did.
Condemn it.
They have quite a pedigree in regards to their stuff, and that kind of makes me think between those things, between the fact that Shadow of Mordor and War were both mature raid games as well, and given that DC usually gears more towards that gritty, adult, mature content, I would not be surprised at all if this ends up being more of a mature raid game. I'd honestly be surprised if it came out as a teen raid game.
Yeah. And in terms of the microtransactions, I don't think it will be that bad because if you remember the fallout they had with Shadow of War, where they had to go out and completely remove like microtransactions from that game, I don't think they're going to make that same mistake. So I don't think it will be as bad. It will be terrible in terms of microtransactions.
Just FYI, Plume, your mic is like going up and down, like the
Is it?
volume.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Much
Yeah,
better.
much better. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah. So basically, I was just saying, you're asking about microtransactions and stuff. Like, I don't think it'll be terrible because of Shadow of War. If you remember the fallout with that, where they released Shadow of War and they had to remove all the microtransactions later on. So I don't think they're going to make that same mistake.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. What's gonna be their take on this new Wonder Woman game? It seems it's gonna be open. Well, it's basically said it's gonna be a dynamic open world. So that's alone is gonna be super interesting. What they're gonna do. And Silent, you seem to be a fan of their some of their games. Well, probably all of them. Um, what do you expect from this Wonder Woman game? And do you expect like any major changes in comparison to like the other games, like I mentioned before?
Honestly, I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get my hopes up too much because I feel like I've been burnt too many times with some of these superhero games. But given given the pedigree of Monolith, I go into it with maybe a little more positivity than some of the games I've gone into. You know, I look at something like the Avengers and some of those ones like where Square Enix comes out with it, and I see the homeless version of our superheroes, and I'm like, oh god, I don't know if this is what I want. And then when it came out, I was like, yep, it wasn't what I wanted. I feel like at least these guys have the potential of doing it right. And I am excited about that. I've not necessarily been like a big Wonder Woman person, but if, like what we were talking about, right? Like if they can implement the Nemesis system, which again, they have it copyrighted, they have this thing, like it's a trademarked thing, use it. Please. Like, dear God, use this system. It was great in the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games. Use it. Like, don't let it sit to the side. that was one of the coolest mechanics of that. Like getting killed and then one of those guys getting like promoted up the ranks and like literally like just giving you crap and like gloating about the fact that he killed you and like getting those buffs, getting stronger and having those dynamic systems for the characters and the enemies that you're facing, I think it's awesome. And I really hope that we see something like that utilized in this game. I think it could go a long ways as far as like replayability goes, because I know I played a lot of Mordor and War just because of those reasons. Like the experience was different every time you went in, you fought those battles, and I think something like that would be really cool for this game as well. I don't know if I answered all your questions. Did you? Was there another question in that?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Okay.
Um. Well, let's move on to the next topic. I'm actually gonna jump into this one, which apparently, according to Jeff Grubb, Kotor, aka Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, has been canceled. He believes, even though I believe I saw something earlier where it probably isn't. So it's kind of like right now it's kind of like factions where like it's is it cancel, is it not cancel, like what's going on there. um Honestly, like if we look at the roadmap too, like that Sony has for next year, like we for sure know we're getting a remake, or well, not a well, we're getting The Last of Us again, and maybe we're getting that I don't know, we're getting that DLC for Ragnarok, which is rumored. Um, because Wolverine, I think it's also rumored that it's going to move to 2025. So crazy. Let's start with you. Like, what do you think about Kotar being probably canceled, and what do you think of the roadmap for Sony right now?
The Sony roadmap. Do they have one? I
I
mean,
mean,
basic.
let me ask you this too. Like,
Okay.
let's compare it also. What's the Xbox roadmap too? Like, are we going to see this at the Game Award? Like, what's going on with the 2024? What do we have
Hmm.
confirmed? Do you
What do we
remember?
we have? Don't we have Hellblade about for confirmed for next year on Xbox
Yes.
side? Right?
Even
Yeah.
though we to be honest, we don't have dates yet,
We don't
but
have that yet. I know.
they
But
are supposedly 2024.
they are supposed to. Yep, all the way 2024. Now for PlayStation side of things, right now at least we have the remake. I mean, not the remake, the remaster for The Last of Us. So that's gonna be a
At
Gotti.
least.
At least it's gonna be a Gotti nominee. You'll see. You'll probably get clipped for this if it doesn't come out, but we think it will be announced. They have that. What else do they have though? Oh, Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Oh
That,
yes, I forgot about that.
yeah, we kind of forgot about that. Yeah, but they have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that's coming out, but that's a third party game. But we're talking about first party studios on their side. They don't pretty much.
They
What
have
else do they
nothing.
have?
They have no roadmap. The only other one is Helldivers 2, which is not developed first party. It's just
Yeah.
published by Sony.
Exactly.
And then
This
I
is
think Stellar Blade probably.
so.
Yeah.
So here's my take though. Why instead of making a remaster, why didn't you just give them the enhancements to that game and that's it? Which I still don't understand. What is the enhancements? Because I mean, I saw side by side pictures and it just I don't see the difference. I don't know. And not only that, the PlayStation. I mean, I played the other. When was it? I think it was last year. Was it or was it this year? I don't remember. But I did play Last of Us 2 on the PS5, and man, that game looked beautiful. That's a beautiful game.
Crazy the haptic feedback.
Oh
Triggers.
yeah, the vibrating controller, the cool stuff it's gotta do. Yeah, and you gotta blow in it for her, to see her hair blow and fix the strings.
For
Yeah, yeah.
what? Wait a minute. You're
What?
taking
What?
it. Oh no. You go.
Yeah, you blow on the PS5 controller and it sounds like a wind and blows her hair. It gives like a cool wave or something. I don't know. I'm just saying because that's what the PS5 controller does. But damn, I mean, do a remaster on this game for that? That's just wise for me. It's like a waste of money there and resources. They should have just said, okay, let's move to part three or let's do another thing, because we all know that factions literally died too.
Well, I don't think it's a waste of money and resource for them, specifically for the company, because it's easy for them to make, and they're gonna make money off of it. I
But
think
here's the
it.
thing, though, Sar, the TV series, because of the writer strike that's going on, right? It's not gonna come out till probably 25. Probably that's what I read. I mean, I read this the other day. I think it was
No,
25 or
I think that the
26.
strike is over.
The strike is
Last
over. You
thing
think?
I've checked. Yeah,
You checked? Okay.
everything. Yeah, everything.
Because
A lot of things did get pushed back, but everything,
because
for
I
now,
did.
at least for now, it got resolved.
Because then for that TV series, then okay, that would have been a good, right then and there, because of the popularity, to get people to jump in that game. It would be awesome, especially since I think the series continues to that point. I think it does, you know, in The Last of Us Part Two. So it would have been awesome for them just to release it right then and there. But either way, though, they should have grabbed their team and worked on another game, because they're just running out of options. They're announcing games. Like another example, look at Abandoned. Have you heard anything else about Abandoned?
Like that's a
That's
fake game.
That's a
yeah.
fake game, and that other game. What was that other game called? That ninja game that they announced. They showed in the
Oh, a lot
showcase.
of people still hype about that game.
Yeah, but
That
here's the thing.
that game, I don't think that game's is coming out.
When you
Uh,
go to their website, it's like that game is not there. Not even the trailer. So I'm like, what was this? Just a video, just to hype people up and just keep it silent? I mean, what's going on?
Well, that game is from a studio that makes cell phone games.
Exactly.
So, and what they showed supposedly was not even like, it's not really built. It's just a trailer they made. So,
So
when are we gonna get this game? If we ever gonna get this game, because this game has like no real experience making AAA games. And I'll be honest, that game, like in that showcase, I remember that was the game that I was like, wow, this game looks amazing.
amazing, yeah.
It really blew my mind. But after, gathering information and looking at the studio, I have no trust that that studio is going to make that specific game that I saw
Do,
there.
do you remember? Because see, here's the things that kind of like get me a little bit like, damn, nobody calls Sony out for this. Do you remember when Microsoft told the guys from what's this game called, the one with the big dragon that flies around, that Silent Cypher loves too much? Um,
Big
ah,
Dragon. There's a lot of games with Big Dragon.
Scalebound, yeah, Silent Fairy game, Scalebound, yeah. So remember when Microsoft said no to that game? So it's kind of funny when you see that Kotor is having the problems. You don't see a band, and you don't see none of these studios. It's funny how the fanboys, don't go to Sony and say, "Hey, what's going on? What's happening? Why did this get canceled?" or attack them for that. Because when Xbox did cancel to the guys from Scalebound, everybody jumped Xbox like, "Oh, that's wrong. Why did they do that for?" You know.
Crazy. Are
But
you insinuating that there's a bias in the market?
yes,
Because
of
I was
course
I
there
was
It's
told
is.
that
hacks.
does not exist at all.
Remember,
Hmm.
you're the
Just
living
saying,
proof.
right?
You are
Just
the
saying,
tax
right?
man.
Like just just saying, like if we keep that same energy, I do find it entertaining the fact that like had this happened for Microsoft, they would have
Yes, they would
gotten
have gotten yes.
we gotten jumped. Did I hear anything from the pundits on that side of things when this happened?
Nope.
Very little.
You, you
Very
know,
Very little.
little.
you know what I've noticed from both communities.
But wait. Let me
Okay.
do a quick thing, right? You remember everything, all the bad stuff that they were saying about Call of Duty? Call of Duty, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, they were posting out on Twitter saying, "Thank you, we have done so well with Modern Warfare 3. It's done fantastic.
Like
It's got so much stuff." You don't hear the media talk about that.
they set a record for engagement.
Exactly. And you don't even
You
hear
don't hear that.
nobody talk about Halo getting 30 million players. That's
No
No
all
30.
in
post about
sight.
Hey,
that.
hey, Plume Network talks
Damn.
about both those things.
No, you do, Plume, but
Yeah.
I'm talking
Go
about
so go follow Plume Network guys.
Yeah, he talks all about that stuff. But I'm talking about, Game Rant, IGN. Nobody talks about that. Where you guys at? You sons of Let me just keep my mouth shut. But anyways, they don't just talk about that. And so Kotor it's getting canceled. Nobody jumps them. Instead, when Microsoft told the guys from Scalebound, literally said, "We're not going to produce this game. We don't want it. This is not what we want." Everybody's like, "Oh, Xbox did the wrong thing. Why did they cancel it?" But it was their fault, because 5 years later he came out and said, "Yes, we were the ones who messed up and all that stuff." But yet, when that happened, everybody jumped Microsoft for that. But nobody jumps PlayStation with all these games. I mean, again, where's that Ninja Cool Samurai game at? Where is it? Sony, give us information. Where is Abandoned? Abandoned was mentioned and nobody talks about Abandoned. Now Kotor getting canceled, another big mess. Jesus, Sony, what are you sticking your hands into? I mean, seriously, what's wrong with you guys?
They're just waiting for that showcase is coming out this year.
What show? Another one? So what? So we can see.
No, remember there's a big showcase for
So we
The
can
Sony.
super
see.
secret double probation showcase.
Yeah, Baby Steps Part 2 will be announced. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh man.
Um,
Damn.
to be fair though, Scalebound looked like garbage. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I wanted to add this to what Crazy was saying is something I noticed, and I noticed from comparing both communities. For example, a lot of the things that Crazy has mentioned, that media, we know how most of the media work. Like Crazy said, a lot of the good things that Xbox does, they never highlight it, unfortunately. But something I do notice from the Xbox community, and I think it's fair, and I think they should continue to do that. When Xbox does something wrong, we call them out,
Yep.
and it becomes a trend, and they either have to fix it, or unfortunately, we have to live with that. But when it's the other way around, like they don't want to talk about it, they ignore it, and they even protect it, like they defend it. Like they defend a bunch of things that make no sense. Like look how a lot of people are defending now the PlayStation Portal.
Yeah.
It's like what is the use for that? Like I understand, like, okay, some
I
people
returned
might
it.
have used to it for it. Exactly. Some people might have used to it, but to go there and defend it and say that it is worth $200, like, come on, like,
That's
no.
crazy. That's crazy. It's not because of what it's worth. It's just what it delivers, what it gives you. I mean, it's not
No,
worth it.
exactly. That
It's
has
not
to
worth
do
even
with it, because if it was $100, for
not
example,
even that. It still was a sucking. It could have
Well,
cost 50. Plume would have returned it.
Yeah.
Plume would have
but
returned it.
There's
with
no use case for it, and one of
Exactly.
the biggest things, like, why didn't they release the ability to play games via the cloud on a cloud streaming device?
yeah,
It makes
have
no sense.
have a browser. Have a browser on it. We're in the
Yeah.
year 2023. Have a browser on it. Like I understand you don't want people playing Game Pass on it, but at the same time, like have a browser on there so it's more future proof, so you can actually utilize it more than just like on this system. Because once the PS5 is gone, like this is something that is walled into that ecosystem. This probably won't get back compat support when the new system comes out. So you just spent $200 on something that's going to sit. It's like the HD DVD drive back when we were on the Xbox 360. That did not have compatibility past the 360. So you were done with it. That was $150 or whatever it was when it first came out. So if you bought that, that's it. Good job. You enjoyed that for that time, and then it's a dust collector unless you found some unsuspecting victim to take it off your hands for a decent price.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it, like, I did made a video talking about it, and my hypothesis is that, like, I think a lot of people who are talking about it, using it right now, in a couple of weeks, that they're not going to be using it. It's just, unless there's somebody who is always using the TV where your PS5 is every time you want to play PS5. That's the only reason why you'd use it.
But even then, we were talking about the fact, like I think you brought up the fact that if you get too far away from your Wi-Fi hotspot, you experience latency issues.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like very quickly on, this becomes even less appealing than just
Yeah.
jumping onto the TV. Like
And the thing too is, like, when I first picked it up, if you remember last week, I was like playing it on here. I was like, oh, it's working well.
Mhm.
when I took it away and I was using it more. The second, like my internet was being ramped up, other things were being used. The role play just kind of the experience deteriorated. It was kind of
Wow.
useless. And the when people are always like, "Oh, it's you have bad internet or this or whatever," and they have the highest end internet in the world, and they're like, "Oh, it works great." The reality is, Sony's selling this for $200. They're not expecting people to be able to go in and see exactly what kind of internet they have and see if this works really well on their internet, and if make sure they have nothing else running on it. It's the person walking into a store and seeing a PS Portal or just ordering it, thinking it's going to work seamlessly, and it's
Yep.
not going to work well for a lot of people,
No.
especially if they have a family and people using their internet. So
But
it ends up being a useless device.
they're gonna advertise it and they're gonna market it like it is that solution, right? Like
Yeah.
let's straightforward be honest with this. Like if you have a Steam Deck, if you have a ROG Ally, something like that, or the Logitech version, you've got something that you can bring that's portable. Mash even brought this up in chat, and I'm not sure if he was asking a question with it, if he thinks that it can be used like outside of the house, but it kind of seems like, from what I understand with the people I talk to, it's a really convoluted process if you want to try and make it work away from your house.
Yeah.
In the fact that like you literally get to the point where you're bringing like a laptop so you can hotspot to then provide it
It's
that support to use like that.
yeah.
That's nuts. Like
It may,
I tried it outside the house, and the conclusions I came to, one, they did not make this thing to leave your house. You can tell they
no,
didn't make it this
wow.
like it's
Really?
just well, it's just like
no,
you look at the form
literally.
factor, you look at it like there's no one's walking around with the PlayStation Portal. It just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. And then you're having to hotspot your phone instead of just using
Uh,
your phone to remote play. It makes zero sense to use this outside the house. So all those videos you see of people like, oh look, I'm using this in my car while my phone's hotspotting it. It's
uh,
absurd. No reality is they've done that for that video. They're probably not doing it again. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Just
unless if Sony's gonna go buy a Jinko company, and start making those Jinko jeans with the big pockets, you can put your PS Portal back in there. Back in
And
the day, Jinko jeans. You
dude,
can
it just bums me out because like they had such a good trajectory and such a good past in this side of the business. They had the PSP, which was really good. They had the PSP Slim, really good. They had the Vita, really good.
Yep.
And they didn't support that one,
Yeah.
unfortunately, as much as they should have. And I feel like this is a missed opportunity. They could have put a little more money into it. Like if you're going to charge me 200 already, why not? Like if you tell me it's 3 or 400, but I can bring it with me and I can play these games on the go, that doesn't upset me. But if you tell me you're going to charge me $200 for another small screen, like dude, I have a phone. I already
yeah.
pay for. It's right here. I can play stuff on this. Like
Yeah.
why would I want to pay another 200, especially when from what we understand the experience gets worse and worse if you get away from your Wi-Fi hotspot. Like who knows if it's going to be okay in your bedroom. Like if you're laying in bed, who knows if your Wi-Fi is good enough in that area to actually work out that you can play it. Why not just play
But
it on your
so
but
TV?
if
so
you
so. I was Sour. Go ahead. I was gonna say something.
okay, I was gonna say if you think about like the most logical scenario that you will use this is you have a TV and let's say your family is using the TV but you want to play your PlayStation and you play it on your portal. But then when it comes to that, like you're playing it at less fidelity. Like Plume said, you can't really like leave your house. I went right now to Crazy Lou's favorite store, Walmart,
Yes.
and you look up TVs, and you can get for sale right now a TV 4K 58 Ultra, Ultra HD
Yep.
for around $200. So what is the point?
Dude,
Like,
you
get a
can
second
even
TV.
you can even get like lower end ones at this point, which granted the quality at this point has actually gotten to a point where we've seen the quality even for the pricing on these things get a lot better. Something like Insignia, Jesus, you can get like a 45 to 50 inch TV for 188. So
Exactly.
you mean to
Yeah,
you
I
mean
see
to tell
prices
me
198. and
Yeah,
all that.
like
Yeah.
why not get that? You can use that way more for other means of entertainment too if you ever get rid of this thing or if you get tired of it. Like
So
I don't know.
so here's my take, right? I'll give you, for example, me, right? I live in Dominican Republic. My walls are concrete walls. I mean, they're hard concrete walls, right? So you know
Pause.
how's the Wi-Fi? Damn it! How's the Wi-Fi signal between concrete walls? I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get a good Wi-Fi signal with concrete walls.
Pause.
Damn it. Why can't I say nothing? Get a freaking pause.
you
I don't know.
keep putting it into yourself.
Yes, exactly. I keep putting myself into it. But yeah, live in Dominican Republic, concrete walls. So Wi-Fi signal is gonna be horrible, right?
I don't think honestly that has
Wait, Sour, I'm
to
not
do
done.
with it,
I'm
because
not done yet. Sour, I'm not done. Let me finish up.
if anything,
Then we have
okay.
the issue, right? Then we have the issue that I had to put it on standby in order for it to work. Power goes off. Wherever I'm at, I'm screwed. I can't use it. I'm
But
screwed.
crazy. Do you know why in the R they use concrete and blocks?
Yeah, I know why, But
Why?
I don't know. It's just better.
Yeah, I know. No, I don't know.
Wait,
Hey, by the way, Mav is asking if
What's up?
Louis in jail, and I said he could be, so maybe you could take care of that while you
Wait,
answer.
wait. Are you gonna do the hashtag picture thing again? Louis picture?
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
let me
no.
hashtag
Put your right hand up.
Lou Gel. Hashtag Lou Gel.
Are you
And I'll
gonna
put
tell
it-
the chat to put hashtag Louis Joe so you guys can post
But-
a picture?
But show him the
Wait,
good one. Show him the good one.
What's the good one? Don't
Show him the
start
one
with
that I gave you last week.
Don't start with that.
Give something. Give something.
Can you see she's gonna start with that again?
Wait, what's going on with this?
But yeah, but like I was saying though, power goes out, I'm screwed. Wi-Fi signal is bad, right? Because even when I'm on a WhatsApp call and my cell phone has the Wi-Fi on, it switches to another port, another Wi-Fi that I have at home. So it keeps on switching and switching. So imagine that, because the signal's not that good. So if I have a PS Portal, it just would be useless for me. Total useless. I mean, it couldn't work for me here in Dominican. Just couldn't. It would be a horrible thing for me to get. And not only that, this is actually a great opportunity, right? And this could have been a great opportunity for Sony to come out with a good device, kind of like the PSP, and they didn't, because handhelds are popular. I do not know why the heck they wasted so much money and resources into this crap.
That's a good
a
point
shame.
because one of the main reasons I picked up, just because I've been a huge fan of Sony handhelds forever, PSP, PS Vita. I wish they didn't abandon the PS Vita. I still like my PS Vita. But you're right, Louis. Like, handheld gaming is back better than it's been in a while, with all of like the Steam Decks and the Legion Go and the Asus ROG Ally. They could have released something and put more money into it and more development costs, and I think it would have been pretty successful if they were able to run like PS5 games on it. They would have been able to release something great.
It just it feels kind of tone deaf ultimately, right? Like like we were talking about Vita stuff like that. Like they've put their feet into this pool before. Like they've experienced that side of the business. Portable is not new to them. So the idea that they literally just pulled like a swing and a miss in this situation is unfortunate. Crazy. I'm not trying to be mean, like in all sincerity. Understand what I'm saying. Like I'm not just trying to be an asshole for the sake of it, but I kind of feel like this is a situation like the PS3, right? Where we were told like, oh, if you can't afford one, go get another job, right? Like I don't feel like the portal is meant for someone in your scenario.
Nope.
Like I feel literally like they're like, oh well, you're not up here, you're not an elite in this situation, so that sucks that you can't use it. Like it feels a little elite.
You know,
you don't have the highest end internet. The highest
because
it feels like
Wi-Fi
you know what
extenders.
is meant for Crazy Lou?
What?
19 inches of venom.
19.
Oh Lord, are we gonna start with that again?
Thick inches of venom.
Oh, we're gonna start with that damn thing. Oh
there's
Lord.
my Thanksgiving holiday gift to y'all in chat. Thanks, Sour.
Oh Lord,
Oh
here we
man.
go, here we go with that whole 19 inches thing. But yeah, it's a shame because
Mike
it's not an
Johnson.
expensive device, right? It's not an expensive device. So if I can say, okay, let me go buy it, but then I sit down and think, I tell myself, would it work here? I mean, would it work for me wherever I go? I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, I don't even know how damn big it is. Probably this big as a damn laptop right here. And this thing looks
It's
like this, pretty
it's
much, right?
absolutely it's not
I mean,
meant
it's
to
got
leave
to be
there,
that.
guys. It's not meant
It's
to
not
leave
meant
there.
to leave for the house. Just imagine that. I have to take that outside the house, and every time I switch the room, the internet switches. So that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, chat. Oh, you truly are the gift that just keeps on giving,
Oh Lord,
just like that meme.
dear Lord,
Um,
Chad has been picking
dude.
on me all night.
So
19 inches of venom from his cellmate Bubba. Oh dear Lord.
so Mike Johnson brings up something. He says Xbox fanboys are jealous because they don't have the portal. Dude, I don't know if you caught Boom show on Friday, but I literally had someone call us out. Like we had someone in the chat calling us out because they're like, "You just can't afford it. That's why you don't like it. That's why you're angry at it." I was like, "Dude, one, my finances aren't any of your business at all. But two, if I find value in something like that, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Like straightforward. If it's not something that I see a value in, I'm not going to buy it." But I loved it. I was like, that's what we're getting to now. Yeah, I don't like it because I can't afford it. That's the new logic. I love
And,
it.
and it's sad because I got to tell you guys something. PlayStation 4 was a great generation. And I was hoping to
Oh,
see them, kick ass this
Mike
generation. And literally, we're just
Mike
seeing.
Johnson, I wasn't saying you said that. No, I was just saying you brought it to my memory that someone said that last week. I wasn't saying you
Uh,
said that.
so, so, like I was saying, though, it's a shame because last generation they kicked butt, and I was hoping this generation they would continue to kick butt so we can get this beast, to explode and go Godzilla mode as it was doing. And right now they're just sitting there saying, "Oh, we're doing a pretty good job because look what Sony's doing." I mean, Sony's just going each and every time we hear Sony news now, it's a horrible news. People getting fired, people leaving. You got these games. You're like, why are these games coming back? I mean, I remember. I think we also got Horizon Zero Dawn announced for a remake. We were like, why? We now got a Last of Us remastered. We were like, why? Um,
I got
what's going
one
on?
I got one final question, and this time is towards more Xbox.
All right.
And I want to ask you guys, how bad is it that Xbox is not selling consoles apparently? How big of an issue do you see this? Because apparently, Xbox is becoming a publisher. When is it? 2027.
Hmm.
Uh, let's start with you, Simon. You seem to have a, a reaction there where like you you
I
you believe this?
Yes, no, I totally believe it. It's doom and gloom, and obviously they're going to pack their bags and walk out, right?
You want to buy my
No,
Xboxes?
I yeah, yep. No, I how many times have we been over this, right? Like this keeps happening over and over again. Oh, they didn't sell many consoles, so they're going to pack up their bags. How's Game Pass doing?
Hmm.
How many games came out this year? How many of those are on Game Pass? How's the engagement on Game Pass? I don't. You. I guess like some of these folks must assume that it's going to trigger. I feel like bringing up console sales is kind of like bringing up the term Xbox tax. Xbox tax. It triggers people in a certain way. I give I give zero shits if they sell a ton of consoles because incidentally, they're not thinking about the consoles as the main thing. Like, where are we? This has been years now since they started this new initiative, right? You
Yes.
can get your Xbox games on your phone. You can get them on your tablet. You can get them on your computer, on your freaking fridge if it has a browser. You can do it all over the place. So why do I care necessarily about the console? Why do I care about the consoles necessarily? Like even they're showing with the roadmap that we saw, then 2027, like the plan moving forward is to kind of go to more of a hybrid scenario where you're not just focusing on just like the consoles and the hardware anymore. Like they're shifting more and more to a point where this isn't always going to be about consoles. I don't know why everyone keeps getting hell-bent on the console being the main indicating factor on success or failure for these systems. I think that's my big thing is like, okay, sure, the consoles were down a little bit. Does it matter in the long run? Does it matter in this new version of chess that they're playing? They're playing a different version of chess. Like it's things have evolved and the plan moving forward is going to change. So the fact that we're throwing a fit about consoles selling all the time, like that's not the metric. That's not the only metric that they're going off of anymore.
Yeah, I think nowadays the companies are finding different ways to, get money. They're investing into mobile, cloud, etc.
Some
So
of them are.
I think they all are in their own way. It's just that some
Some
of
just aren't
them
adopting it as fast.
exactly. But crazy, you're the fast one here. So how do you see all this?
Why are you calling me the
It's
fast one?
it's because of your racing stripes in your Fruit of the Looms.
Oh, that's what it's called, hot rod underwear. I finally got it.
Oh,
Oh
Oh
my
man.
god.
Oh man. At least it's better than my Amber Heard comment though, but
oh, sweet Jesus!
It makes sense. It makes sense. All those episodes that you were sweating, Louis. It all makes sense now.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm actually I'm not gonna say
He had
this
a
line.
fire building in his pantalones.
You know what, Silent? I
Oh.
always wonder why is it always hot in my pantalones. Now I understand why. You finally convinced me. Wow, this episode I was doing some research, and yes, you were right. Now I know I just can't buy those Fruit Looms. It's a heat thing, and yes, I'm literally hot in my oh Lord, so bad.
Wow. All right.
All right,
Well,
crazy. Let's bring it back.
Nothing bad, guys. Not that weird way, but yeah. Console sales, the favorite subject of the Sony fanboys. Here's the thing, though. I got a question. Why the hell is Xbox gonna care if the console sells or not? Because are they making profit from it? No. They said it. We don't make profit from this, right? Did they say it? How many times has Xbox said it? Then comes the excuse and says, "Oh, they don't want to say it because they're doing so horribly." They don't say it because they're not making it in profit. So why the heck, as an investor, okay, let me sit down with the board of investors, right? They come up to me and say, "Hey, did you hear we sold 1 million Xbox? No, what? No, 1 billion Xboxes. Okay, how much money did we make from selling those 1 billion Xboxes? We made jack shit." I'm like, then why the fuck am I gonna care about that? Seriously, I mean, why should it be like a call for that or something? Like you tell me, oh, we're selling really well Xboxes, but did we make money? No, then why should I care? Why should I care for the sales of the Xbox? Now on PlayStation, of course, they do make profit. We are seeing that they have changed the model again and again and again because that was another thing.
They were making money before they even made the changes.
No, they weren't. The beginning, no, they said they were not making
No,
profit.
at the beginning they weren't,
No,
but then they were
they put
before they even changed the model.
They
But
put a smaller heat sink. They made it lighter, and then again they put it way more smaller, and again way more smaller, and now we got this short, stingy thing.
Plume got
Plume?
signed that.
all of it, the PlayStation making money off their consoles, whether they are or not, is irrelevant because what we've seen, from what I understand right now, is that because the costs of develop, like their strategy, first party games, right, sell them on PS5, whatever. because the cost of making these games are so expensive now, their profit margins are slimmer than they've ever been. So they can sell as many consoles as they want. They're still not making nearly enough money as they need to, which is why they have to find other revenue streams, which Xbox has already done. So that's why the console sales literally don't matter for Xbox. So everyone touting at console sales, oh, they're down 52% in Europe, whatever. Obviously, it's you don't want to see them being down 52%, but the reality of the situation is, like Louis was saying, he's 100% correct. Why would they focus so much on a segment where they're not making any money when all the growth is going to be coming from subscribers and from mobile and all that type of stuff? It's not to say that they're going to stop selling consoles. I know this gets people
No.
scared because as someone who loves consoles as much as I do, I'll be super sad if Xbox ever stops making consoles. But they're not going to stop making consoles because they already have millions and millions of subscribers and people in the ecosystem on console. They're not going to abandon those people. So this whole console talk thing, people who still bring this up is because they literally, I think, haven't been paying attention at all as to how the gaming industry has evolved. But that's just my take.
Oh, that's the best one. Oh, look at that. They got AI because they can't develop a good game, or they got AI and they're not gonna fire people.
That's an entirely different story, crazy.
Oh
But
Lord.
crazy.
Oh
We
Lord.
did hit the mark.
We did?
I do have
That did not sound right, but okay.
I do have to pack up because I got a trip tomorrow. So why don't we land the plane?
Remember, if you pack up, take your Fruit of the Looms, buddy.
Yeah. Yep. If you want to stay warm, make sure you bring your Fruit of the Looms.
Oh man.
But anyways, what a fun episode, chat. My God, chat. You guys have not given me rest tonight. Seriously. You guys have not given me rest tonight. You guys have jumped me. You guys have made fun of my Fruit of the Looms and everything, man. That is wrong, man. I mean, I don't know, but they're selling a good pack at cheap price. But all right, I get y'all. No, I get y'all. Silence showed me the new way, so I'm gonna follow what Silence said and probably.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, if you go to the deli, are you gonna buy 10 razor thin New York steaks, or are you gonna get a nice, juicy, meaty steak that has a bunch of flavor?
I will get the nice, juicy, meaty steak.
Exactly. Why?
Yeah.
Because the quality's better, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. I just never
Yeah.
knew. I just never knew
See,
the underwear.
I spoke food. I spoke something you understand. I got
Yeah. And good thing you did not color it because then I would have sounded better. But either way, though, it was such a fun episode. What? What?
Quality.
Quality, yes. Drive with quality. That could be Sony's new saying, drive with quality. But anyways, guys, it was such a fun episode. Chat. Again, you guys get to rocking and rolling. Love you all for that. Love you how you came and pick on me, man. It was freaking hilarious. Really, I love that, chat. You guys are awesome. So let us start off right away with the handsome Lionel Richie wannabe Sourblow. Please tell everybody where they can find you.
All right, I'll try to keep it short. You can find me Twitter or X, and also Xbox Sourblow18. And you can also find me on Friday sometimes on Xbox International en Español with Eternal Shaddai, Elvio, and ASCAP Gaming. So if you speak Spanish, go check us out over there. And of course here Wednesday. But thank you guys. The chats was amazing. I really had a blast. And thank you guys for coming in today. And it's been a blast.
Yeah, it has. It has. It was such a good episode today, man. We had a lot of fun, a lot of laughing. And speaking about laughing and lots of fun, the man with one of the best Christmas ever movies, Big Plume. Tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
You guys can find me on YouTube at Plume Network, on xCloud Plume Network. Great episode. I learned a lot about underwear. I learned a lot about movies I've been in. So it was a very, very educational episode.
Oh man, no, because we always wonder Plume plays baseball, but now we finally figured out what you were doing. You're making a movie. That's awesome. That's awesome with Heather Graham. Yeah.
Hiding it from us this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Because he would have asked for autographs or pictures or something, but he kept it
I would have understood. I would have understood if you told me you were doing a movie with Heather Graham. That's fine.
I was just worried about the reviews.
Fair. Fair.
And since we're talking about the the views, oh my god, the reviews, the Xbox Taxman, Mr. Silent Cypher, please tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
All right. Well, of course, you can find me here on Wednesdays with the gentleman chopping it up and getting inappropriate. Apparently, that's kind of been the recent. And chat.
What?
Props to you because you've had a lot of fun with it and you've made me laugh quite a few times. I don't think I've turned as red as I have in the past from some of these comments that you guys have brought up. But yeah, actually, one thing real quick before I jump into this. So I did want to say shout out to Mav because he sent me a message real quick. They are using Nemesis system in the Wonder Woman game. So there was an article on it. I'll send it to you guys in the back end. But pause. But yeah, so apparently that's a thing. But in regards to where you can find me besides here, you can find me on social media being messy because that's also a lot of fun recently. But Friday is a big day, a pretty important day. So we actually have a really cool event that's going on. It's hosted by Shane Bailey, and I'll put more stuff out on Twitter. But we're doing a Halo 2 script read live stream, which is going to be really cool. I think we have about 14 people that are doing voiceover for it. Infinite Umbra's going to be in there with me as well. He's going to be playing on it. So we're all going to be going through and actually doing the script, doing a bunch of the cutscenes and everything, and doing the voicing throughout the game, which will be really cool. It's going to be an exciting event, and it's for a really good cause. It's for Game on Cancer, so it's a cancer foundation that we're trying to raise money for. So it's going to be an awesome thing. Hopefully you guys can swing by, say hi, check it out. Sorry, chat keeps messing with me. Keeps distracting me.
What did chat say?
But yeah, so make sure you keep an eye on Twitter. I'll post more details. I'll make sure the link's on there so you can come check it out. Should be a really good time. Really excited to see some of these other voice actors. I haven't heard most of their personal content and stuff, so I'm really excited to see them in character. I think this is going to be a pretty cool experience. So make sure you come hang out with us on that and have a really good holiday if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Make sure that you're safe. Don't drink and drive, but have a lot of fun. Hang out with your family. Enjoy your loved ones.
All right. Man, oh man. And where can you find the crazy one? That is a good question. When he's not at Walmart, right? So we can keep the jokes going, right? Buying, all those underwear he buys. Yeah, that sounded bad. Sorry, guys. Where you can find the crazy one, simple and easy. You can find the crazy one at Twitter, saying good morning and everything he does at Crazy Louis Gaming. You can find me on Mondays at the Xbox Lunch Break Special with Mr. Boomstick, Mr. Fuzzy Belvedere, and was Mr. Web Dave. Oh man, I forgot about Web Dave. Oh Lord, I hope he does not see this episode because he's gonna pick on me with all this underwear crap. Oh man, dear Lord. And
He's already seen it.
What did you say? What?
I said he's already seen it. Don't worry.
Seen what? Did you clip this?
No.
Oh, okay. I hope you didn't hear me. And you can find me also on Saturdays. Not on Saturdays, on Fridays at Anime and Beyond with C Money and his cast crew, man. Having so much fun. And like always, here on Wednesdays on the Xbox International Podcast. Chilling y'all with you awesome, beautiful fellows. And like I always say, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell so you can tell it when XBA content comes out. Oh my gosh, yeah. Chat is distracting me, man. Seriously.
Oh man.
Some very sage advice from Jay Vargas. Thank you. Thank you.
What is this? Fella's happy turkey.
Never trust a fart, Louis. They're words to
Oh
live
man,
by.
I got a funny story with the fart things, but I don't know if we should.
Oh no no
No, no,
no
no,
no
no,
no!
no, no.
I think we gotta
I-
land this thing.
Yeah.
We'll leave it for next Wednesday. Chat, remind me next Wednesday to ask me the fart story.
Please don't.
Henry.
Brought to you by Fruit of the Loom.
Let's go. Let's rock it. Sour, go ahead. What you were gonna say?
What I was gonna say? I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh man! Oh, you want to say
Thank
anything?
you,
Let's
everyone.
go buy Fruit of Balloons. Yes. See y'all next Wednesday, chat. Love you
Guys.
all. Fruit
All
of
right.
Balloon.
See you, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off this live stream. On behalf of Xbox International, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.